YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes, and of course, it is positive vibes only, all right? So today we are back with the video sponsored by my friends over at Avant Garde, all right? So I work with Avant Garde at least once a month. And I've had a really great relationship with them over the past couple of years, and it's an opportunity I get to bring, fragrances that don't get discussed a lot, brands, specific fragrances, and shed some light on them and give my thoughts and opinions to you guys. All right. So over the years, just like everything else, there is a 10% off code. Use Dedrick10 to save 10% on anything on Avant Garde, sample sets, discovery sets, full bottle purchases. They have everything there for you, all right? So you don't have to blind buy, you can sample, but if you must blind buy, at least save that 10% by using Dedrick10, all right? So today, we got a banger, all right? We got two fragrances that we're gonna be discussing. One, I've gotten to know really well. The second one, we're gonna smell for the very first time and give my thoughts and opinions on that particular fragrance from a house that's really piqued my interest, all right, both of these houses. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Up first, what are we going to be talking about today? Man, did not expect this experience, and it's great. From the house of New Notes, we're talking Akigala Mandarino. Oh my lord, Akigala Mandarino, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, the bottle, very nice design, 50 ml extrait de parfum fragrance here, kind of this cube sensation. The top kind of snuggle snaps on. Don't recommend holding your fragrances by the cap, but with this one, the bottle is a smaller bottle, so the chance of it falling are probably less, but I still wouldn't recommend it. All right, so all of New Note fragrances, they come in a 50 ml presentation, and they are all extrait de parfum. So the casing is really nice. You have this woman holding this mandarin orange here, New Notes, straight to parfum, holding the mandarin orange with that brown tone, representing the woods, I assume, all right, from it. And then the sleeve lifts up, and the fragrance sits right there in the middle, all right? So pretty slick presentation, but I know y'all don't care about that. Y'all care about the fragrance, so let's go ahead and tap in. Man, I've been spending time with this. I wore this to the office last week. Gonna get a spray on my left hand here so we can walk and talk. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Just that one spray has just took over my airspace, and I ain't mad. This beautiful orange, citrus, fruity sensation up top. And you can smell the woods that are really being kept at bay right now because of the fruitiness and the orange citrus in the opening of this thing. This is one of the very best openings that I have ever smelled. One of the best openings that I've ever smelled. And especially with my style and my taste. Of course, woodsy fragrances, citrus fragrances, blend here is really beautiful. I talked about this on my recent weekly rotation video where I talked a little bit about it. We're going to talk more in depth here. But if you are a fan of that Ganymede and Bois Imperial style of a fragrance, then this is going to be right up your alley, man. And I've already started the conversation. Do I like this more than Bois Imperial? Do I like this more than Ganymede? Now, I own Bois Imperial. I don't own Ganymede. So I am going through some things. Getting to know this beautiful fragrance. All right, so we're gonna get to longevity and everything right now. All right, so got this in, smelled it for the first time, was really, really surprised and borderline blown away with my initial experience. So very next day I wore it to the office. I put 4 to 6 sprays on, went on, and boy, was the experience great. First off, like I said, the opening is very beautiful, fruity opening, woods, spices, very versatile, a masculine signature style scent fragrance here, just like you get with Ganymede and Bois Imperial. Upon my first thoughts with wearing this out and about, the first couple of hours, this stuff really projects, really gets out and runs. It will reach out and touch someone for sure. And this is straight, the parfum quality, it's legit. It is behaving as that with this fragrance. But you know what I'm really impressed by, and I've smelled a few new notes, and you know, from what I've experienced, they've been good. The quality has been good. The oils, the quality of the oils have been really, really nice. But this is by far, from what I've experienced, this is the best that they've made, that they've put out to the world from what I've smelled thus far. And this is like my fifth or sixth fragrance from new notes. All right, so woods, fruits, up top, spices, this stuff. It's a joy. It is a joy. It is a pleasure. It's so good, man. It's so good. And is this going to be for everybody? No, it's not. We'll get into the notes in just a second. But I will say for the majority, maybe, I feel comfortable saying that, the majority of the everyday working man, you will most likely, I can't guarantee it, find some appreciation with this fragrance, man. Performance on this was incredible. It lasts all day long, and I'm not exaggerating or putting on with that. Very strong sillage. When I say strong, I mean just the I guess the overall wellness of the fragrance from the length of time that I had it on, which is around 10 to 11 hours. And throughout that experience, the longevity is present, the sillage is present, the projection is outstanding. It's just a very healthy fragrance with good quality, and honestly, it's one of my top experiences of 2025 thus far. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the notes of Akigala Mandarino. I believe that is Akigala Mandarino. All right. So let's get into the notes, man. Now, this is available right now. I think it's exclusive to So Avant Garde right now. Could be wrong, but I think that it is. All right, so with the $220 price tag for a 50 ml, a 2 ml sample is $6. Use Dedrick 10, and you can get some coins taken off of that as well. All right, so top notes: mandarin orange, passion fruit, Lord, raspberry, apple. In the heart, freesia, jasmine, and muguet. And in the base, Akigala wood and ambery notes. Now that fruitiness with that mandarin, that passion fruit, that raspberry, and apple, it's like a fruit basket. Now the mandarin orange really stands out in the initial blast on my skin. It starts to settle down and you get more of that fruit basket vibe of the fragrance as it continues to wear. Now the thing that I really like about this is that the fruity nature really lasts through, and with that Akigala wood that is so strong and present, it's a little bit dry, but it's definitely a present wood. It's not going anywhere. That ambery touch is in the base of the fragrance, really upholds the fruitiness with the woods throughout the wearing. Now, as far as the floral representation, I don't get a lot of it. I know it's there kind of faintly, but this is about fruits and this is about woods. That's what this is about. This is incredible stuff. I wish they had this in 100 ml. I wish they had this in 150 ml. I would be copying. I would be copying. All right. So even though So Avant Garde sent these fragrances my way that we're talking about today, my experience with Akigala Mandarino is, I'm lost for words, honestly, just trying to keep pace while we're doing this video. So my love for Ganymede and my love for Bois Imperial are elite level. I talk about Bois Imperial all the time. So if you love that DNA, then more than likely you are going to like Akigala Mandarino. And I feel pretty confident that if you like Bois Imperial and you might be on, on like right in the middle, like you like it, you wear it, it's occasional wear, I'm confident that this one right here probably would top Bois Imperial for a lot of you. Why? Because of the fruity opening. And it's not a playful, childish fruity fragrance. No, that apple, that orange, the passion fruit, specifically that orange, is a very plays a mature angle with the Akigala wood in this fragrance. Because if you know about Akigala wood, it has very strong and very present wood. It's not making no apologies, and it ain't no mistakes being made with that type of note. And it's present here, but the blend is beautiful. It is beautiful with those fruits, man. I can't stress enough. I highly recommend this for a sample, or some of y'all are going to blind buy it anyway, but I highly recommend at least getting a sample. $6 for a sample. Use Dedrick 10, get 10% off of that. If you love Bois Imperial, you should be getting this sample. If you love Ganymede, you should be getting a sample of this. And just see for yourself. I can't guarantee nothing, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm conveying my experience. This is all about me presenting it to you. And for me, and I love Bois Imperial, and I love Ganymede, I love this. And at the end of the day, we'll see. Could this top both of them for me? It could. I'm not there yet. You haven't come to that conclusion, but it is a real conversation, and I love Bois Imperial. I love Ganymede, but I love this too. From the House of New Notes, what a stunner, a surprise, a welcome surprise. Welcome surprise. We have Akigala, Mandarino. This stuff is amazing. The very best that New Notes has to offer, in my opinion, at least from my style and my taste. Again, my style and my taste, all right? This stuff is awesome. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Get your nose on it. Again, if you love Bois Imperial and you love Ganymede, I am talking to you. If you've never smelled Bois Imperial, and if you never smelled Ganymede, but you love woodsy fragrances and you love fruity fragrances, versatile fragrances, something you can wear for the office, wear every single day, signature scent worthy stuff, I'm talking to you too. So tap in and see for yourself. Akigala Mandarino, Extrait de Parfum, New Notes. Let's get some 100 mLs going. Because I need it in 100 ml. Even though it's going to take me forever, at least I think it is, to empty this. This stuff is amazing. All right, up next now, the House of Perroy. We tapped into them last month with Tangerine Pearl. Wow. Beautiful, citrusy, musky, summery beauty. Grapefruit, citron style, amazing. If you didn't see that video, you can check it out when this one is done. But we are back with another fragrance from the House of Perroy. I haven't smelled it. We're going to experience it right now. I've already unpackaged it for timing purpose of this video. So let's go ahead and tap in to the House of Perroy, and this is Pink Fire. Pink Fire from the House of Perroy. All right, so here's the casing. Very simple and standardized casing here. Same as the bottle. You get the same kind of this infrared, slightly pinkish color to everything here. 100 ml at a parfum concentration. Let's go ahead and get this on skin, and let's see what it's all about, because that Tangerine Pearl, yes sir, you could see that on my top 10 for summer 2025. That's coming soon. All right, so let's get a couple sprays in the air. Beautiful atomizer, strong atomizer. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I'm getting like this tarty, fruity, woodsy experience here. Like tarty fruits and woods. That's what I'm getting here. Not super complex, simple profile. Smells good. It's airy, very aromatic, airy type of vibe that I'm getting right now. Definitely something fitting for spring, summer, and even probably can be a versatile everyday wear here. Let's see what we get. Oh, it smells like a raspberry-ish chewing gum. That's what it kind of smells like. Yeah, it kind of smells like a piece of raspberry, like fruity chewy gum. In a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way. Kind of playful, woodsy for sure. Definitely getting like this, I guess overhaul of like a raspberry here, which I love. Little bit of spice to it, just a little bit of a spice. Okay, Perroy Pink Fire. It does lean a little feminine, almost like a slight powdery vibe to it. I do like it. This is something for me personally, if I'm out and about throughout the day if I'm doing some running around, or me and my wife are going to lunch, maybe going to do some shopping, or we're just kind of vibing, you know, especially with the weather changing, the warmer months are here. And I'm talking about, you know, hoochie daddy season, shorts to the knees, t-shirt, you know, some Ray-Bans, blacked out cap, you know, just kind of moving and floating, enjoying a summer day. Yeah, and this is very unisex too. I think my wife might really love this because I know that she's a fan of the raspberry too. Really nice, fresh. Like it gotta be raspberry. Like I'd be shocked if it's not. But in initial opening, it smelled like a piece of raspberry chewing gum. Let's get to the notes and see what we get with Pink Fire from Perroy. Let's go ahead and tap in over at Avant Garde. So here we are, and this is an inexpensive house, especially for what fragrances are going for today and what they could be going for. So Pink Fire at a perfume concentration by Perroy. This fragrance at 100 ml is $145. A 50 ml is $95. A 15 ml sample is $30. And the 2.5 sample is sold out, which is $650. Again, Dedrick tend to save you 10% on anything that you decide to, you know, experience if you choose to. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the notes. Now, Tangerine Pearl was a 3-note breakdown. Okay, here we are. So top notes. Okay, they have 4 notes here. So top note is pomegranate. The middle note is raspberry, and the base is amberwood. Okay, so pomegranate, raspberry. Maybe that's, well, definitely raspberry. That pomegranate must be, oh, okay. So I don't know if I just like read pomegranate and it kind of went off in my mind, but as soon as I moved my hand away, I caught this pomegranate kind of tardiness. And raspberry is a tart too, so maybe it's the blend of the two what I'm getting. But the woodsy nature of the fragrance I called, you know, as soon as I smelled it. So pomegranate, raspberry, and amberwood. So interesting note breakdown. This is really, really good. I wouldn't say it's blowing my socks off, but I will say that for me, this is going to be a more than serviceable fragrances for the summertime. Again, if me and my wife and the boys, my sons, if we're going out and we're going to lunch and we're just riding around, we might be going to do some shopping or taking the boys to a jump place or just a real chill vibe on a summer's day. You know, got on the, like I said, t-shirt, shorts, favorite pair of sneakers, ball cap, some Ray-Bans, and I'm wearing something light, I'm wearing something fresh, not wearing nothing heavy, especially where I live, in the heat of Florida, Jacksonville specifically. Something like this will pay dividends. Now, I like Tangerine Pearl more than this, so I don't know how much wear that this is actually going to get. I am going to test this on my wife and see what she thinks, because this is definitely down the line unisex here, even though it may lean a little bit feminine. Because there is this powdery texture to this fragrance. But it is really, really nice. It, like I said in the opening, it reminded me of raspberry chewing gum, like a piece of raspberry chewing gum. That wasn't a bad thing. Like I said, sweet and tarty, woodsy. And I can tell the combo of the raspberry and the bergamot is really going to be the focal point here of this fragrance for sure. I mean, it has not calmed down. I mean, I just sprayed it on, 5-6 minutes ago, maybe? Yeah, I think my wife is gonna like this. If she loves it, then this is gonna go to her collection for sure, if she loves it. But for me, like I said, Tangerine Pearl, like if I had to, like the scenarios I gave y'all for like a summer day, I would choose Tangerine Pearl for like that over this. Not to say that this isn't good, because I think it is. And rating this one, I think I rated Tangerine Pearl like a 8 out of a 10, 8.5 out of a 10. I'm gonna rate this a 7.5 out of a 10. And I think it's because of that pomegranate and that raspberry mashup with the woods. And I'm assuming the amberwood is giving off like maybe a little bit of a soft, maybe it's like a softer wood. I don't know. You know, I'm not a perfumist. I'm not a chemist of the fragrance, but I'm assuming that pomegranate and that raspberry is making it lean a little bit more feminine. And be very curious if this is something that my wife would really, really love. But it's a really good fragrance. I think Perroy has really something going. I look forward to experiencing more from the house of Perroy, Tangerine Pearl, awesome summer fragrance for sure. And then we have Pink Fire, which is really good in its own right for sure. So if you love raspberry, you love pomegranate. For those, I mean, off the top of my head, I know someone's gonna say, you say pomegranate, does it smell like Jadoo from Mind Games? No, not even close. Two different fragrances, two different profiles. The answer is no. I know someone's gonna ask, but Perroy by Pink Fire, I give it a 7.5 out of a 10. Great for spring, great for summer. Very interesting profile with the pomegranate and the raspberry combo. Woodsy presence for sure. Leans a little bit feminine, has a slight powdery tinge, but I think this is a very good fragrance. And would I wear it? Absolutely. It'd be seldom because of Tangerine Pearl, but let's see if Mrs. Hicks is going to rock out with this. All right, so there you have it, guys. This month's collaboration with Soap Avant Garde is in the books, and the star of stars, Akigala Mandarino. Tap in. Perroy Pink Fire, solid. Dedrick 10, save you 10% on anything you choose to do there, whether it's other brands or other fragrances, which Soap Avant Garde has an excellent library for you to tap into. All right, so let me know down below in the comments how many of you have tried Akigala Mandarino and Pink Fire from Perroy. Have you tried it? Let me know down below in the comments. Let us know down below in the comments. And appreciate the support, appreciate the love as always. Thank y'all, man. I don't take it for granted. I always have a great time kicking it with y'all. It's always cool. It's always cool. So until next time, splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put onto this world is exactly where you're going to get back. All right, peace, y'all. Till next time, splacker.